So they're not messing around when they tell you not to touch acid paper, because it turns out you really can absorb that through your fingertips like pretty fast.
Start the intro.
That's good.
This is Dan talking about acid paper.
Welcome to the
Play music, acid paper. We're going. Woo!
We're friends whether you like it or not.
Yeah. We're enjoying this trip together.
Podcast. And I know the intro is a bad time to bring this up, but I feel burnt. Part of my conditional acceptance of the Fairweather Friends title was the with benefits part that we have omitted. I'm
We've already
kidding.
discussed this.
I'm going to stop you right there, Matt, real quick, because I did watch the first episode.
First off, this is all a bit. I'm kidding. Stop.
I did a bit, and okay, fine. Then this is a bit as well. I'm calling your bluff. You're not 5'9", you short.
No, yeah, I was really gonna make Jason redo every bit of text.
Short piece of shit. I said, you know what? I was sitting there and I was watching the episode. And I was like, this is pretty good. And he was like, and I just heard Matt just go, as a 5'9" person, I was just like, I'm gonna stop you right now. I was like, that's why he brings it up. He knew I was gone because I was gonna be like, you know, me and you have nightmares about being 5'5" for our lives. You're not getting that fucking extra 4 inches on me, you little bitch.
Here, I can actually find actual photo evidence of that differential at least. But
You're not a
play the intro.
Quick, play it. Oh.
No,
It's
sorry.
just
Oh, that was Instagram.
It's
just
okay.
the
Take what you like from that. We can do a straight intro now.
what's
But Matt, we've discussed this. That's going to be a benefit.
I know that was a joke. I know. And then I didn't know if you responding to it was continuing the bit or not. So
No, I was genuinely like, motherfucker, really? Like,
I love the intro that unpacks behind the scenes stuff to go to the intro and like hard cut from one to the other, and just someone has like a black eye.
But it's Dan. It's like it's quiet the entire time. Dan,
I'll try if we need. Oh, fuck up. Got that big ass like that weird. I saw a dude with this the other day. I don't know, but like when you get hit like super bad in the cheek,
yeah,
and it's just you got half your face is just like fat lip. It looks like a fucking plum.
What if it's like literally it's just me and Matt?
I'm not chewing it.
Like it's me and Matt yelling, and we're just fighting, and it's just like vicious, and then all of a sudden it just hard cuts to Dan crying with a black eye, and then me and Matt are quiet, and Jason's like, "Oh yeah, Dan, you got into a car wreck, didn't you?" And then
And then say, I fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Did I get too dark? My bad. Or did I?
No,
bomb
no,
that bad?
sorry.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
no,
I just waiting to see where that went.
I was
Fuck.
trying to allow the intro to happen, that I derailed for about 5 minutes.
Fucking hand you a bowl of,
Can we do that?
I just waiting to bowl of find out the soup and story you that I just had to stick to. smack it out of my hand. Fuck.
Can you every time we've said roll the intro, can you like start an intro roll and then like hard cut it?
Not the intro.
The record scratching. Whoa, hold on. Before we do that, like
Go for it.
this whole episode is just called intro.
Yeah.
Intro question mark? I don't know if the question marks are helping.
Roll
I do
it.
have some. So yeah, if you like it, subscribe. If you are listening to the audio version, please follow us on YouTube. We'll be publishing these every Wednesday. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok, which I'm trying to get used to all of those things. But we kind of blew up and then stalled on TikTok. We got I put like.
Did you realize? Is this a bit? Are you bidding us?
Little tiny clips, and then we got like, I don't know, each one was like, I don't know, 150 views, and I'm like, shit, okay, weird.
Shut the fuck up. Is this for real?
Yeah. And then Like,
Are we the reason that they outlawed TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Hold up, actually,
man.
let's just share. Let's just
Yeah,
go
show
behind
me.
this.
I want to see it now. I'm curious.
Yeah, I didn't even know you did this.
Dude, if we get to be e-girls, I'm gonna be super happy about this. Like, if this hits us, is this gets us to Korean pop? I'm interested. Like, I'll follow along. I'll follow the money.
I'll show you the views. I'll show you the videos, the clips. All right. So, guys, this is like Oros Boros already. We're only like a few episodes into this thing, and we're like eating itself. Like, so we're basically, I don't know, the shelf life of this show, guys.
We're the snake eating our own ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So these are the little short, tiny little clips.
Oh God.
The casket itself and do a weird like ritualistic shinobi thing.
Drop a smoke bomb and then just vanish.
That's like, what was this guy into?
Like, what the- Okay, so that's it, right? And then you put hashtags in there, and I'm like, I don't know, ninja funeral.
Confusing's my flavor. So, like,
yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was at a funeral home in a ninja costume where the funeral was in progress?
Hold on. Set the scene. Oh.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's 100 food lady.
Let us know if this is you.
And if not, please sign this picture. Like to the casket itself.
Right,
and do
They.
Ooh, what if? Yeah. But my fetish is I want to be pissed on, but only like people who have kidney stones right now. Like I want to like
it's like
a little flavor
and bleed from their eyes.
I noticed you have safety goggles and a helmet over here.
Yeah. Hashtag giggle. Hashtag giggle.
Ting, ting, ting.
Just trying little dumb.
I never tell you about the
marketing things, right? And so it's getting like I don't know over 100 for having 0. That's the first thing. I'm like, okay, this is weird. We have 5 followers. I don't know if we should show them.
No,
I'll try to throw those on the Twitter if I remember to. I
don't know if I should share them because literally most of them are children from like India. So, we might be huge in like 30 years in India, guys. So just hang in there. Let's play the long game here.
That Bengal audience is gonna really pay for the dementia medicine. Like, I'm just gonna let you know.
We might be in a Bollywood movie, guys, in 25 years.
I'm good with that. I'm good with
Would
that.
you guys do a Bollywood movie like at any time?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I would do that before most normal movies.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, yeah, that would.
First off, how progressive of them to cast us.
No, that's a part of their wave of like, getting used to other,
It's their woke culture.
Exactly. It's their woke culture of having a bunch of derpy ass fucking honky crusty bros. Like, just to like, we're like, hey, we're people too, right?
Like, we're not well represented in your films. And like, oh God, you're right.
Our apologies.
So sorry.
Man.
I just got shouted around the corner here that Missouri's governor, I think, has tested positive for COVID.
Play the music.
What's his name? What's his name?
Her name, asshole, first of all.
Oh, hers. Oh, my apologies. Sorry.
But I don't know. Hang on, I'm looking this up.
But at least I knew her gender. So
yeah, asshole.
That's closer than you were, dick.
Fair enough. You got a point there. Missouri. Why am I doing this right now?
Yeah, I like how we're all looking it up just to see who can fucking type faster.
It's Mike Parson, you fucking... No, don't scold me when it's a dude. I was right.
Oh, no. It was a dude. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you...
Yeah,
I was given faulty information.
Back condescension.
I'll pass the buck on that. Absolutely.
You know what happened? You know what happened right now? Somewhere in fucking Bangladesh, our 5 followers just started doing a fucking cancel Brandon because they doesn't know the difference between a female and a male governor. And then all of a sudden they find out correctly, but the train's already rolling. I'm already fucking canceled over there. I'm done, dude. I'm the problem with Apu over there.
Time, write it out. You have an incept date right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're like Roy Batty, but for like,
His name is Mike Parson. So Mike Parson, we are sending you well wishes, but more like Mike Peon.
Wait,
right?
do we care about that guy?
No, I don't know.
I don't live in Missouri nor Kansas anymore, so I honestly don't know anything that happens there that's not the football team. So
I feel bad now because if I shout it, I'm going to take back that shout out because like I don't know anything about him.
You're okay.
Okay, so that's version A. All right. So in the future, we'll have this like a choose your own adventure. Now do take 2 where you don't take it back and you double down.
Yeah.
I'm glad Mike Parson is roasting in hell right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one because I don't know if he's a good dude. I don't know if it's like, is he Hitler or is he not Hitler?
I think there's only one of those. And I don't know if...
To be fair, Brandon played it safe the first time because he didn't say, because we just said he had COVID or whatever. And he said, I wish him well. So it looks like you're just being the bigger man about COVID and not letting politics get involved.
Yeah.
That would be my genuine. Yeah. So you're starting genuine and then... as
it's like when somebody
you're being snotty.
It's like when somebody throws out an ACL on a division rival team. You're like, that's not how you want it to ever happen. Like, you go like, you take the high road and you're like, yeah, I'm glad that guy's not playing the rest of the season on one hand.
And then you just go to DraftKings and you're like,
what? Our sponsor, DraftKings?
Play the intro.
Play a sponsor intro. Let's do it. Hi, welcome to Fairweather Friends. I'm Matt. This is Jason, Dan, and Brandon. Snuck an intro in on you.
Whoa!
Get those intros faster. Play it. This whole thing is going to be an intro bit.
Stop it. Play it again.
Stop the intro. Play the intro.
Sorry, guys. I'm now just I fell down a rabbit hole of Mike Parson Googling. And then
you just type in Google Mike Parsons images, and now you're looking through 50,000 different people named Mike.
Kind of, but I
just who is this Mike?
Let me just roll past that.
Yeah. But apparently there's a Mike Parsons who's the governor, but there's another Mike Parsons who's a lieutenant governor, and I don't know what if does the military have their own governor?
A lieutenant anything is like the beneath. It's not like necessarily.
It's like the assistant to the assistant. It's the Dwight. Yeah. It's the Dwight of the.
It's an official
like
title.
If your boss is sick that day.
Yeah. Oh, the governor's lieutenant.
That makes sense. Man,
it's not the military.
I didn't know.
The army has a government for each state, just in
Although,
case.
to be fair, they do try to cop military-esque type of names and shit. Remember Coop, like the Surgeon General with his like stupid like army gear, like you're a doctor, my homie. You're not in the.
Hold on, real quick. All right, so this is what the lieutenant governor does. Missouri law has expanded the role of the lieutenant governor to serve on a variety of boards and commissions, including the Board of Fund Commissioners that issues and redeems and cancels state bonds, the Missouri Development Finance Board that promotes economic development, and the Missouri Capital Commission that recommends how to restore and preserve the Missouri Capitol and its grounds. Guys, I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds swell. Play the intro.
So we just made the intro. Jason goes,
well, because he melted me with that boredom.
Yeah, I was hoping it would lead to.
Well, we could do hashtag educational on this one.
Yeah, we could definitely do.
Play the intro.
Hoping for a punchline to show up.
I'm pretty sure we can sign up for a .org now.
Nice.
There it is.
What is?
Can't spell boring without org.
What is the difference between a .org, a .net, and a .com? Fellas, I think let's discuss. Matt.
Podcast topic. Things you could Google.
Yeah.
Right.
You have the floor.
.org is an organization.
Oh, it's a joke, you fucking
.net is a net, such as the internet or what you catch fish with. .com, of course, is because you can't put com. That would be kids use the internet, so it's com. And .gov, I don't know.
I've done it like a lot of times.
See, like the bit where I pretended like I knew it but threw it out wrong.
Here's another thing I have a problem with the government.
We're experts about shit we don't know.
Right. The theme of this podcast is aggressively wrong.
And I'll die on that fucking hill, homie.
Man, we're gonna let you know. We're gonna make you check.
100%. And that's Dan, Matt, Jason. I'm Brandon. Play the intro.
Dan, you gotta work one of these in.
Yeah, I know. I'm behind the
But here's what I really don't enjoy about the United States government. Why do you work for the government, but you also get a special license plate? What is the point of
The
that?
license plate is that's what pushed you over.
No, play the intro.
Fellas, let's discuss what's with the license plate. Matt, you have the floor. 10 minutes.
I don't think that character works, Brand.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it kind of works, but it's confusing because anybody else have a strange boner?
No.
Play the intro.
No, it was very the church lady that fucking what Garth used to do. What the hell's his name?
Maybe that's what the strange
Dana
boner.
Carvey?
It reminded me of that.
Carvey.
Dana Carvey. Yeah, it was very church lady.
I've never seen Church Lady, so it's probably ripping me off. That's my character of a inept show host, and he just always likes to. Yeah, he just likes to start topics and then pass them off on someone else.
And then just ask someone to do the legwork.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Feel like the Civil War, Dan.
Yeah, 100%.
Uncomfortable prompts. Go.
Oh, Marvel's? Yeah. And DC's version of, the Justice League or whatever, that thing's going to flop like a motherfucker. Hey, guys, FYI, the fucking Snyder Cut, that's also going to suck. Get over it. Like, it's...
Yeah. Oh, you mean your do-over, DC? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your oopsie poopsie.
I did see today that on HBO they're going to have they just greenlit James Gunn is going to direct and write a series, a spin-off of the Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, with
starring John Cena as Peacemaker.
Yeah.
See, that's the tone that needs,
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I like that he's now working with wrestlers as a milieu.
Yeah.
But any chance to get John Cena in front of a camera, I'm in.
I'm just glad James Gunn has got to transition from Trauma to some of the biggest movies of all time.
Right.
And it's made like 2 of the best 3 Marvel movies or whatever. Remember when you did shit when you made like Tromeo and Juliet or whichever ones he did? Like,
I mean, Trauma is adorable, but I can't stand most of them. Like the ones I like are the big tentpole ones.
It's like watching Clerks. Like in its moment in time, I get it, but looking back, it's pretty cringy. Like,
super cringy.
Yeah,
but I
love the Toxic Avenger. But
yeah, I mean, Lloyd Kaufman was
Avenger's great.
Lloyd Kaufman was like the poor man's Mel Brooks at the time. Like, even looks kind of like him. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you're right.
That was kind of a thing we can speak about. What's a movie that, or like something that you enjoy that you're like upset you enjoyed it?
First of all, I'm going to talk through my burp. I'm going to do that. First of all, you should stop waving your phallic pen and jabbing it into my eye aggressively as you ask me the question. Respect my space and my safety and my personal and
I'm taking notes. You guys know on the show.
Feeling threatened. I'm feeling threatened. I'm feeling my personal area being violated here.
I'll violate your personal area.
See how long I can keep this Val Kilmer from Top Gun pin twirl going. Oh shit!
Oh no!
Is that Kurt Angle?
Let me show you what I'm working.
No, I saw Avatar and I actually liked it. I'm kind of bummed by it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I hated the story, but like I had so fun.
Had so fun is a good sentence, by the way.
That sounds about right of a fan of Avatar.
It left me avatared.
Yeah, it was great.
I didn't like it, but I had a good day.
Yeah.
I had a good day around. I didn't like it, but I had a nice steak after it. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
I
I didn't like it, but at least it wasn't raining.
I didn't like it, but those glasses looked really cool on me. Did you watch it in 3D or did you just watch it boring and flat?
Or are you guys done bullying me and you're actually ready for my opinions?
Hey, you're the one.
That was a legit question. I was asking to find out.
No,
you're the one poking your bick.
No, we watched it. We watched it flat because I don't know what 3D. I never got into 3D. I never gave a fuck 3D. I never saw the benefits of it. I remember I went and saw Captain America, the first one, in 3D. I was dragged, and I was like, "Why are we seeing it? Like, this is fucking stupid. Like, what we're spending the $3 extra to see worse? They're like, no, it look like this happens sometimes. And you're like, but we're not 5. Like,
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, it's distracting. It gives me a headache. I'm like, am I getting it right? I don't know if this is good or bad.
Too. I don't like how you lose the color. And I wear contacts, but I imagine people who already wear glasses, that's just an extra level of irritation to wear glasses over glasses.
Yeah.
You know what's worse? I'm just remembering this. I guess I blacked it out. I saw Uncut Gems in 3D.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, I remember that now because when I saw the movie.
Did that feel like a Four Loko hangover? Like, what was that experience like?
It's like a fever headache.
It's just Adam Sandler and they have the gold.
Oh, dude, it's anxiety ridden. It's like I watched the first 15 minutes, but I'm like, if it's as good, if not better, have you seen Good Time?
No, I hear Good Time's amazing.
With Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
It's about on that level, I'd say.
It's nuts anxiety. Like just like you're just like, and even the characters suck and you don't care, but you're still engrossed in this weird world that you're watching,
And I would say that's the difference is that it's a lot like Good Time, but you give a shit about Adam Sandler's character.
Oh, okay.
Or at least you grow to.
Yeah. I mean,
because he gets so close so many times.
He's just a fucking scuzzball. Like he's just the worst person. Like my favorite part is he breaks up with the girl. Like the girl leaves him, and he tries to get back with his wife because he's a fucking just fat loser. And he's just like, maybe we can work out. She's like, you've been fucking someone else, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like he played it. Like honestly, I love when Adam Sandler does it. Like
he gets a lot of shit, and it's stupid. Like. Fucking he understands his movies suck and he knows exactly, but it's who cares? It's like, hey, I'm gonna make a movie for me and my friends to hang out, and you're gonna fucking watch it, or you're not. Who cares? I get a vacation out of it and it makes some money.
Gonna make $1 billion. So, fucking of course.
It doesn't matter if it's good or not. Everybody, all the nerds are like, Adam Sandler movies. I'm like, yeah, that guy's fucking brilliant. He's made some good ones. He's got hit or misses, and what else do you want?
It's also not for you. It's not like people who don't people who just don't like Adam Sandler movies just don't like Adam Sandler movies. Like that's just how it is. But
that's fine.
All his movies aren't for you. His movies are basically to be like, who's gonna? I don't care. Like I'll fucking make whatever.
But my argument is that he's terrible or he's not a good actor. Is like if you get him under right circumstances, he'll knock you on your ass. Like Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah.
Is fascinating.
Well, it's not that he is not a good actor because he can be a good actor. He has put himself in a position where he can make basically write checks to himself without having to try, so he doesn't. And
which is genius. That is genius.
They are all absolutely wretched, but he can do better. He's just found a way to basically give himself money by being like, Coca-Cola ad, I'm wacky character. And David Spade, here's money. Remember David Spade? Roll credits. And that's not a movie, and it's wretched, and I hate it. But I mean,
here's the thing, Matt, I get it too, because I've also been to work and I've been like, how else can I fuck around this day? Because I do not want to do work.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to 5:30. So the second that motherfucker hits, I'm out. Like I've been
YouTube. Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to discuss 1,000 unique strategies to do less, work smarter, not harder. Roll the intro.
That's not the intro, but I always imagine there's some kind of bonanza intro.
We should do that. We should the map of the Nevada Valley just burning into fire and us riding it on horses. Can you take the bonanza intro and just put our heads on the 4 Cartwrights riding up?
Dude, play that intro. It's starting to get like the episode of Sea Lab.
As a deep but accurate cut.
Yeah.
Now, if you make that happen, I got dibs on Adam Cartwright.
Okay. Anybody else? I don't know who else is in there. Who else is in that?
Lorne Green.
Lorne Green plays.
Right. I know a shocking amount about Bonanza, and I don't necessarily know that's not an answer to Brandon.
I just know the theme song. That's it.
And I know Michael Landon and Haas are the other 2 characters.
Michael Landon. I'll take Michael Landon because didn't he push a girl in a wheelchair off a bridge or something? And
no, that's Frankenstein.
No, in Prairie, the house on the prairie, Prairie Dog House. What is it? House Dog and Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie. Yeah.
when you cut to me, can it just be Kurt Russell? But not Kurt Russell from Tombstone, but Kurt Russell from a different movie.
Let's just all be
like Unlawful Entry.
yeah.
Or Overboard.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Overboard's the shit. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that movie was awesome.
What is the?
It is so wrong, but so like.
What
I
is?
want to find a woman to raise my kids for me.
Right.
God,
Amazing.
drive me nuts. There's like a. Do you remember? There's a movie. It's called like The Cabin Boy, or
Chris Elliott.
is that who it? Oh, God. All right, just continue something on. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Well, no
And
one
as long
else
as we're being picky,
you mean
for me,
Captain
can we just
Ron?
have like zoom in on the horse instead of the person?
Do you mean Captain Ron?
Yeah.
With Martin Short, and he's like the pirate.
No, it's literally Cabin Boy with Chris Elliott. It's
right.
That's the one I was talking about. The only reason I know that movie is because Chris Elliott he's such a weird looking person. He gave me fucking nightmares when I saw his like face on the thing, and he's traumatized me. And I remember I saw Scary Movie 2, and when he came out with
with the hand.
I had to get up and leave the theater because I was just like, I don't want to fucking
That makes so much sense.
Dude, it fucked with me so hard. And I knew I wasn't grown up, but I was more grown at the time to understand that this person is not like a demon in my brain.
No. This is like, I think we're coming to a generation gap, like understanding here. That makes sense. Like, yeah, Scary Movie 2 is just like, it's a thing for me. But a lot of dudes like, or people your age, like that movie is like really sticks out. Scary Movie 2 is like sticks out.
Well,
that's like your generation's like. What would my generation be like?
It's most of our generation's Freebird, if I'm correct. Like a lot of that.
No, I don't think you'd cry and get pregnant. Well, you could get pregnant to Scary Movie 2, I guess. But
I tried. Heaven help me, I tried.
what would our Scary Movie 2 be, Dan?
I don't know because I don't really know what.
I'm calling you out.
I don't know what his Scary Movie 2 is. I don't get what.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I didn't like nor respect either scary movies. So
yeah, I'm not from his generation. No.
Oh, yeah.
all comedy is
that's
bad
fair.
after a certain point. So.
Because that was the generation of MTV cool. Like it wasn't. It was like
it was when
blame-
MTV was getting shittier.
I
Honestly,
blame Scary Movie for the death
like
of
Road Rules
comedy
MTV.
in general, where because like comedies were like before that you had like your Leslie Nielsen and your Mel Brooks, and they were like actual jokes and parodies of things. And Scary Movie, whilst the first Scary Movie was not this and was technically fine. Mm-hmm. That started the trend that just became the reference comedy thing, where those people started to make the later Scary Movies and the meet the vampires or whatever the fuck, where they're just like, isn't that right, King Kong? I'm here.
Where the punchline is like, insert this thing. Yeah,
and
I mean,
no other comedies. I mean, the only other people making comedy was like Trey Parker and Matt Stone, kind of, but mostly over at South Park. Like, and then until Judd Apatow came, that's our bar now. Is Judd Apatow? Anchorman is what comedy is now.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm glad he saved us from the Scary Movie movies.
That is very true. But also, like, it was Judd Apatow. So the next generation will be just like Judd Apatow, but like better because they'll be 40 minutes shorter. Each of those.
Comedy, much like I was saying earlier about how movies don't need to exist, comedy movies don't need to happen anymore because there is no comedy movie that is not better as a 2-minute video on YouTube. All comedy is dead after the premise. Like you do the premise, you do the funny 5-minute scene, and now it's on YouTube, and we don't waste our time for working the story in for half an hour.
Like will they won't they get together bullshit. Like the awkward.
I had that realization when we watched 22 Jump Street, when I was like, this premise is a great YouTube video. The rest of the movie makes me want to stab myself in the face. I get it. Channing Tatum is hot. Other man whose name I forget is the dumb one. Got it.
Now, does that include like also that kind of like fantasy comedy, or are you just talking about straight comedy only, like just
I mean, what is an example of a fantasy comedy?
Well, I'm talking about like Pixar films, I guess would be kind of like
Princess Bride.
Well, Princess Bride is a little, because it's less of there's still a story that is funny. I don't know. That feels different than a comedy where we're
It feels
writing a
less.
bunch of
It feels
scenes.
less of a money grab, like cheap. It doesn't feel
Well,
cheap.
even-
It's very
even
worked out.
structure-wise, like old Monty Python movies, for example,
Mhm.
really aren't a coherent narrative. It's a collection of sketches back to back to back to back to back,
Yeah.
rather than a continuous story that happens to have funny beats to it. Because Princess Bride, I don't really think of as a comedy. I think of like a fairy tale fantasy adventure that happens to have some comedy, some funny parts to it. Like a Pixar movie feels like it's an animated Pixar project first and funny second.
It
If that
feels,
makes sense.
because I disagree. Because like even with like Guardians, like even though Guardians obviously has a deeper, like Guardians of the Galaxy has a deeper, like a lot of deeper emotions to it. You know that like a majority of the time they were just like, "What's funny, fellow?" Like it was.
Oh yeah. They would.
Can
They would
I-
land
can
on
I
the
pitch
joke.
this
But-
test?
funny in the front.
Can I pitch this test though?
Yeah.
If no single joke lands in 22 Jump Street, was that movie a failure?
Yeah, 100%.
There's no.
I would say so, yeah.
If you
Oh,
didn't,
22. I like 21.
I mean, in that type of
21
movie,
is great.
if
Yeah,
in that type of movie,
yeah.
if every joke fell on its face, but if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and you didn't care for the jokes, can you still get the heart warmth of Groot sacrificing himself at the
No.
end?
oh yeah.
and
No, 100%.
Star-Lord's journey, because that can exist without the comedy. You can
No.
literally cut the
It
jokes out
can,
of
but the
movie.
comedy adds to their
You
character.
can.
It
I just say that's a
it digs them
difference
between
deeper into your heart.
Yeah.
So,
Right. It
so you
softens.
need the comedy to make that more gut wrenching
But
when he
my
does.
point is, it still functions without it, whereas the other can't. The
you're-
other
well-
fails outright without the jokes. It has no story and no even like spine.
Okay, so you're basically you are just talking about like a just straight comedy movie like Office Space. Like if no jokes land in Office Space, it's just literally a sad.
Right. The
like,
story is just a
That's
That's the
premise for-
saddest like movie.
Yeah.
That would be the most bummerest fucking Lars von
Oh, dude.
Trier like
That would be-
fucking,
Yes.
just fucking miserable.
I want to write
ass
that
movie.
now.
Honestly,
Yeah,
take
just the
Office Space,
most miserable.
take Office Space, put it black and white, remove all the jokes.
Just
That
change
right
the
there is gonna get a
soundtrack,
fucking
just put a
con board.
Just
Sugar
change
the
like
whole
yeah,
time.
just a real like somber synthesizer like score like
It
Because when I
fucking
think of people who like write comedy, I kind of think of them, as comedy, right? And you think of like Mel Brooks or those guys. I'm trying to think of other people from the era that
More silly.
like
yeah silly.
even like
Zucker,
the
Abrams,
Brooks.
Zucker movies.
Zucker. Who were the guys who
Zucker's
did all
like
the
straight silly like
did
whatever.
all
is
the
silly.
Bill Murray and fucking Harold Ramis and all
Like Ivan Reitman.
Reitman stuff.
Ivan
Right.
Reitman, yeah.
It just seems like I feel like the last one of the. I mean, Judd Apatow is the most recent one I can think of, and I feel like he's only made a couple that were like great, and the rest were just kind of like Will Ferrell improv for a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, Will Ferrell and Adam McKay is another
yeah.
one
Yeah,
of
well,
those that I can.
but
That's
then you also
definitely been kind of a
it's-
brand.
No, but here's my argument.
He just
It's
does his
sport.
thing too. Is like fairly like the Stiller clan. I don't know how that they succeeded, but they just fucking aced that test. Like both Ben and Jerry Stiller, like
Oh, dude, Jerry
We go
Stiller's
full-
the best.
To go full circle back to earlier, Something About Mary really is what was a big relaunch for Ben Stiller.
Mhm.
Oh, that's I guess what that fucking guy who did Something About Mary and Me Myself
Oh,
and
the
I.
Farrelly brothers.
Yeah, they had a heyday in the early 2000s as one of the
Late
comedy main things.
90s actually, Dumb and Dumber.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They had a run for a long time.
Well, my argument for Scary Movie 2 is that what you're talking about, all of our heroes are tied to like the old generation of like they're on a higher like I would say sort of like class in terms of like they're really like joke writers, crafty, like craftsmen and stuff like that. Whereas in Scary Movie 2 serves the audience of like more of like a club or like going to see comedy like that, like street jokes and shit like that.
But also like there wasn't other ones at the time. It feels like they hit and there just wasn't other ones around them.
there
that I
was
can
no
think
Ivan Reitmans or those.
There
at
wasn't
the
like
time
a
founder.
community of
Yeah.
them. It wasn't like when there was Lucas and Spielberg and Cameron and like all those dudes doing their own thing. It was like they were comedy for the longest time. I guess Farrelly Brothers was about it. And like I said, I think my favorite comedy writers to be consistently working really is Trey Parker and Matt Stone. And even then, they mostly do South Park, but they did, Book of Mormon. And every so often they'll drop a movie. And I always love the movies that they are involved in. Like,
Yeah.
they're
It
my
seems like
favorite.
all their stuff is super far between too.
Yeah, I mean, and I know South
Oh,
Park
no.
burns up a lot of the time, and Book of Mormon became a thing. Like, that was won every musical award, and that became a big part of their life also. But yeah, I'm waiting for that next South Park movie to drop or something.
That's a little for the Book of Mormon movie.
I'm surprised they haven't done a Book of Mormon movie yet, but I also think like they're very, as much as I love them, they are very fucking hipster arty. Like
they're for the counter for the sake of counter. They don't want to do what's popular ever.
They're very, and like even though that's because it's like it does upset me because it's like I'll never be able to see Book of Mormon because like I just do not give a fuck about music. Like I don't care, but like. I don't want to go and like sit there and watch it, but like if it was available to me at home, I would watch that in a motherfucking second.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think also
I can't do musicals. I have a hard time. I mean, there's some that are like, Cannibal the musical is great but you have a movie and then it just breaks down to the song and the song.
It's almost.
I just meant more like live musical.
Yeah,
like
Cannibal the musical is almost more of a relic. Like it's
can't
interesting that it exists more so than it's a great musical. It's weird to see someone we know in a certain context weird college film, and it's like just kind of interesting.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like I saw Evil Dead the musical live here in Kansas City about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and like you say, it's more the novelty than it being that good.
Yeah,
but
and certain things when it's too far removed, I'm just not into. Like if Evil Dead the musical is some fans of Evil Dead thought it'd be funny of as a musical, like that to me is too far removed from Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell and the things that I like about Evil Dead.
It's a totally different thing. Yeah,
it's like a fan film.
Have you guys watched Cats the movie? I highly recommend it because it's a fucking weird ass show.
I saw it.
I've heard it's a nightmare.
I have not watched it. Not at mushrooms,
dude. And then here's the deal. Here's what you realize. That music sucks. The whole show is basically them just introducing themselves. And there's like really no story. Every song, every character comes up and sings a song about themselves. And like, I'm bad and whatever. And the music sucks. And then there's basically just a lot of stupid, like just a lot of cocaine and synthesizers in the 80s. And some pretentious. I don't know why it got popular. It fucking blows. And you fucking Cat fans, like you're just...
You could have asked. There was no surprise to me as a theater major. I could have told you Cat sucks and everything about it is awful and its existence is a questionable defiance of the nature of any kind of benevolent creator. Like,
is it the costumes? Is it the cats? Like what is your theory on why it's had this staying power and now a fucking feature film that
the lack of a benevolent creator in the universe? I just said it. Like I don't know. It confounds me.
It does have that
nonsense.
Like that one song's pretty good.
That Memories. Memory. Yeah, we can't afford that song, so stop singing that.
One theory. I'll pitch one theory maybe. It spiked to power when it got huge. Was not that far before the underground internet spike of the furry community. People dancing wearing tight cat suits. I got nothing for you other than that. No idea.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just, to me, it comes across as something that was made like during a fad that like happened to be the one example of the fad that like stuck around historically.
It might be a thing where like, because I've never been a Broadway goer. It might have been because it was a spectacle driven musical.
It was a spectacle. That's what I'm saying. I think it's the show. It's the Marvel.
Yeah.
It's the Marvel Infinity War of Broadway at that time.
Yeah,
it was like
so was Stomp, but it didn't fucking like.
No, it's a way different type of spectacle, and it predates Stomp by a good 15 years.
Yeah, it came out in 82,
and then ran well into the 2000s. Wasn't that the longest running Broadway show?
It was for a long time until Rent supplanted it. Yeah, but Andrew Lloyd Webber was like on a hot streak there through a lot of the 80s too.
Yeah,
Coke, man, Coke. He was just cranking out fucking just.
Have you guys?
This guy's name? Mephistopheles or whatever the fuck. All right, we need a
Mephistopheles. Yeah.
Have you guys? No one else to go back 35 minutes. Brandon pitched to the table things you like but aren't proud that you like, and we only got to Brandon's. Which was Avatar, and then we made the joke of Avatarted, and all we did was mock Brandon,
and then now
which I don't
think
was the spirit of the exercise.
No, but I'm happy we got here. I'm happy.
Play the music.
Yeah.
Play the. Oh, God. We'll play it again.
Now play it in reverse.
Music to play.
Play it sideways, huh? Anyway. So things you like Avatar and you're.
I liked it. I was a big fan. I did not enjoy that I liked it, and I knew because like it was just like people are like,
it's fine.
I thought it was beautiful. I loved it. I wish I could live on Pandora.
I knew Zoe Saldana was hot. Blue Zoe Saldana. Time out.
Green, but green.
Yeah. I'm not even a big fan of the Zoe Saldana. I'm just a big fan of the tribal, like like whenever like whatever dying noise like she made. I'm into that.
Wait, can we all do that? Let's all do that. Hold on. I'm gonna try.
Clear my throat with
fucking
beer.
Yeah. Pretty good. No, but she doesn't. She's like she's like dying. It's that sort of like death thing. But
I was gonna let him finish.
Like, it's sort of that death thing, but she's also like crying. So she's like,
oh, so we got to cry on top of it. All right,
cry because her
Matt, try that version. Cry.
Man, that could be out of my range. I don't know if I can get a cry because we started with but we got into I can't. No, I can't. I can't get that level of emotion in it.
I did it 7 times. Like
you did. I know. Right? Okay, it's fresh in my. All right, Dan, cry, die.
Cry, die.
Cry, die. I don't know what that means.
So he corrected me. He gave us some direction. The first take was no good. But apparently she was crying at the same time. So you got to add that layer.
Dad died. She's
I put a lot more cry in it. I hit that cry hard.
No.
That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. That's a good.
Pretty good.
I felt the spirit reach inside me halfway through, and I just had to.
All right. So now, when
it.
any of us call in sick, that's gonna be your. That's gonna.
You know the weirdest thing about Avatar, by the way.
Real.
Hollywood, for a few minutes, really thought Sam Worthington was going to be something.
Dude, Sam Worthington is worthing less.
Like, he was in a handful of movies right after that, and they thought, and then he was just so bad. He dropped every pass they
well,
sent
also,
him.
to be fair, like, the movies that he was in weren't, like, Clash of the Titans.
That was really bad, dude.
That was super bad.
That was our first Cinemolos episode.
It was.
He got paid, and then like he just like he probably was just like, all right, I'm good.
But honestly, it could be just a string of bad luck, you know.
He is a dude that didn't mean to be in the highest grossing movie of all time. I don't know how much more of being put over you can be of James Cameron casting you in the highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah.
And then you drop the ball like 12 times. Like, we can't find anything to do with you except Avatar.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Fucking, because he's now about to get 7 more big paychecks. It's kind of like how Jim Caviezel played Jesus, and then people were like, "We don't want to deal with this anymore." Like, we'll call you when we do this again, but
we'll make a sequel.
That's you. Like, that's you.
I mean, he does come back.
My bad. Oh yeah,
sure, he goes back. It's like 1984. He goes to a high school, right? But then there's this punk gang, right? You know, and he's met this girl Sandra, and he's in love with her. But then they skateboard. You know what I mean? Jesus. I get it.
Hello, my children. I am Jesus. What's up, S.A.? I'm also Jesus.
Dude, what is Sam Worthington up to? Sam Worthington was a voice on Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay, is he the wheelchair guy? Is that who
he is? Whoever the fuck Alex Mason is in Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I don't know.
I mean in Avatar. Is he the wheelchair?
He's Jake Sully. He's the main guy.
Okay, so yeah, the wheelchair. Okay, and the only reason why I don't remember why he was even. Oh, because his brother died, and then they were like, might as well give.
Oh, he was in Hacksaw Ridge.
Are you explaining Avatar? What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, someone say a thing they like that they're not proud of. I'm now Googling. I'm Googling Sam Worthington. That's where we're at.
Great. Good for him.
He
got one bing, and then his email. He probably got a notification on his phone. He's drinking himself to death in his pool. And you got a ping,
Jesus
Matt. You saved him.
Good
This
job. Is such an embarrassing.
Focus.
This is so embarrassing.
Okay.
Fucking here's James Cameron's audacity for Avatar. This is Avatar 5 filming set for a 2028 release. Maybe get the second one in the can.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, dude.
How
ambition
dare
of this
he?
motherfucker.
I know he's the king of the world and all.
Hey,
But,
hey. See what you did there.
But also, like, yeah, or he just spent like $130 for the IMDb Pro so he can edit his own shit, and he's not working on the movies. He's just typing in. He's just his ideas. He's using IMDb as his notepad.
Avatar 5. Avatar did.
He just has them up to like Avatar 38. Well, until like
Zoe Saldana the third.
That's the thing that blows my mind. It's like I don't want to
live forever.
Like I don't want to see Avatar 2 though. Like I got my fulfill of it. Like I don't care what happens next.
Right,
They're going to cry over the tree? What?
I don't care about these people now.
Right.
They're
No
not
one was
people.
invested in the world
They're
of
aliens.
Avatar. It was just a story one time. No one was like, I wonder what the greater universe of this is.
Yeah, I'm good. I get it.
Because I know it's going to happen. They're going to do a thing where it's going to be alien, or it's going to be fucking humans versus Na'vi. Because that's all.
Right. Avatar works one time because the movie ends and you don't realize the way industrialism and colonization works is where, oh, they defeated the evil white guys with their big vehicles. Like, well, we have more and we bring more next
Yeah, we
week.
just bring more. We just throw bullets at the problem. That's all we do.
Right.
That's we just.
Like they defeated the humans that one time. It's like they're going to be back in 2 weeks with more, and then bulldoze everything.
Yeah, we got to start fucking immediately.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, that's the condition I
China
would
did.
watch that movie is if Avatar 2 was the Na'vi come to Earth and then just wipe out humans. They're way bigger than humans. Humans
It's like
ain't
the
got nothing
Independence
against
Day
that.
sequel philosophy. Like,
I mean, drive humans underground as a species and then repopulate the Earth with Na'vi. That would be awesome. I would see the shit out of that.
That might be it.
Yeah, I'd pay for a full
Maybe they
price
flipped
ticket.
the script and they're the villains now. Like, and there's a new story where where they're the
Hello, James Cameron. Stop what you're doing on Avatar. We got a new script for you.
Cameron, get on Twitch right now.
Cameron, play the intro.
Cameron Twitch immediately go.
That's a James Cameron. Play the intro.
Which immediately is what you say to a heroin addict.
It's just the intro with dun 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 over it.
We should make
The
an
intro
alien
played on
movie.
a steel drum.
Like, is there an alien movie where we go to an alien planet and just attack them just to show that we're number one?
Starship
Okay.
Troopers.
Oh, Starship Troopers. Okay.
To be fair,
Enemy mine.
To be fair,
Enemy
Starship
Mine,
Troopers is a parody of the idea of that. Like, it's a sarcastic movie.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Aliens.
on its face.
No.
Kind of. But Aliens was the.
But, like, I
they
think
were just.
Brandon said
No,
like
that
the
was
full
accidental. They were
experience
just
where
there,
we
and then the
discover.
aliens.
I think Brandon said with the full experience, where the beginning of the movie, we don't know there's aliens on Mars. We look up, see aliens on Mars, and go, "Fuck those guys!" and just go for it.
Yeah.
And then we're just
I
like,
wish
"Never
I had
us."
$10 million to give you right now.
Yeah, like they didn't provoke us. They didn't do anything. And it like literally, is this how bad it is? It's like we're just me and Matt are just standing around, just being like, "Oh, those were the good old days, right, bud? Hey, that looks funny. You got them binoculars, my friend?" And we pull up and we just look and we're seeing like alien kids having like lunch with their family.
Wait,
We're just like, wait a second.
But would you be the guy? I think you would be the guy that would be like, man, I'm so glad I just got married and Brenda is pregnant and my student loans got
This
approved.
is gonna be my last
Wait,
job.
what is that? And then you're the one that dies, like in the first like battle that the other hero had.
Yeah,
like,
I'm the
No,
one-
because
I'm the
even
one-
having some revenge arc
Yeah.
gives something to the aliens.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
need to be stamped out for no reason.
Yeah.
No, I'm the guy with all that, but I die because of friendly fire because everyone's just like,
No.
I just,
Brandon
Oh, it's
kills
just
one of
nuts.
the aliens' friends for no reason, making us worse when we go invade them for further no reason.
yeah.
Just because we discovered them. And like, are you here to take our valuable Mars rocks? We're like, the fuck, you got valuable Mars rocks? Oh, we're just doing this because
we ran out of boner pills on our planet.
we're doing this because violence is fucking awesome.
What if? I'm trying to think. Okay, what's
Martian blood tastes like candy.
I guess.
What is the funniest reason to go to war?
What's
the funniest reason to go to war with an alien race? I think it would be to be like, we gotta intercept their blue chew, like their blue chew.
We gotta protect something of ours that we think they want. They're coming for our squids. Like what?
No, our jobs.
We try to go there just to mine their blue chew, like inside the earth. Like all our men
the
are
planet is made from blue chew goo.
Yeah.
We could harvest it. Rock hard dicks for eternity.
For eternity. Imagine your kids and their kids. Dicks hard forever.
The ancestors' tale of a boner that stood erect, and still to this day the mighty trees petrified.
The boner will live longer than you.
Our totem poles take
Facing
on
the
new
heavens.
meaning. We live in the shade of these dicks.
That's a good question.
Penance.
Dicks so tall they blot out of the sky.
Then we shall fight in the shade.
We shall fight in the shade. Some say that plane is where dreams go to die.
So does that
Play the intro.
for things we don't like?
I'm trying to think of a thing I like.
That.
I'm trying to think of a thing that I like that don't like that I like.
Brushing my teeth. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
About guilty
like
pleasures, basically, like a guilty pleasure. But I think that
Well, it's
a guilty
almost-
pleasure.
Yeah, the way Brandon phrased it,
Because
because Brandon was like a thing you like but hate that you like, which is almost a little different than because guilty pleasure is like an acknowledgement where it's like I like it, but fuck, like, it's like I like it despite it.
It bothers you. Yeah. It's kind of like
I don't think there's anything I like. I'm trying to think, man. I need these prompts ahead of the show.
Like, I think the closest thing for me is like sometimes I have to decide who to tell that I like wrestling.
Yeah, like we discussed it earlier. CC's Pizza, man. Like,
yeah, but you're not mad at yourself for
Right.
liking wrestling.
Oh,
You enjoy it
inside,
thoroughly.
Inside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, I hate my meat.
Oh yeah, no. I get because I get the buffet. That
Us?
shit
Does that
buffet.
count as an answer that I hate that I like us? No.
Aw.
yeah. That's right. That's pretty.
It's pretty good.
Play the intro.
That's gonna be the name of the title. Is it bad that I hate that I like us?
Oh, I love it.
That's such a roundabout bastardization of a Casablanca line that I love it.
It's like an emo album.
What? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a slam.
Not Casablanca.
I don't know.
That's
What was
like, Frank, my dear, give me your clam. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Frank and beans, my dear. Give me your.
See you next Tuesday. Suck it, bitch. I'm out. That's how it goes.
The brrrr is actually part of the quote. Like a man makes that
Because
sound.
of the plane, the plane, and then he has to jump out on a air raft in India, and then he has to save kids from the Kalima Shakti Day. Isn't that the same?
Kaliman.
I think so.
Do we
Slightly
run out of
less
ideas
racist
and then
than the
we're
original.
just watching Matt?
I don't know. I'm not saying we didn't bring our A game today, but boys, we are not going to pass this test today.
I think
There's good meat on these bones. We just
quality. I don't know what the thread to bring it all together will be, but I imagine it as possible. I imagine a more skilled person than me would see this and go, got it, and get at least 5 to 7 minutes of quality.
We need to get Matt. We need to get Matt Damon from Goodwill Hunting so he can like inhale all our chalk dust and be like,
Regular
this
Matt
is how
Damon
the
would
Matt-
also be fine. I'm
this
sure.
is how the episode makes sense.
No, I think that's some fine stuff. I don't have a good thing that I hate that I like.
Do you have a good topic we can talk about? Anything?
No.
You have to think for a second.
So how do we get more TikTok children to like?
I thought maybe I would for a second, and I was like, not gonna play that game. Anything I queue up, I was like, maybe, but not the time to take that shot. So be like,
Well, it's kind of
plumbing
weird.
in the modern era.
You know why it feels weird? We haven't done the weekly update. How you guys been this week?
Oh God,
we haven't yelled about food. Do we need to yell about food? I think have we yelled about.
What food did you eat this week? Everything. Tell me now.
What did we learn this week? I forgot.
Oh my fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I learned what avant-garde means. Like, I learned what avant-garde jazz means. It means like
just the term avant-garde. Yeah.
Avant-garde's like unusual, right? Or very like.
Yeah. There's a lot of movements of avant-garde. There's Dada. There's there's like a million things. Yeah. Yeah. It's good shit.
I learned what avant-garde means.
I thought it was fencing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I thought it was like al dente, like it comes on a separate plate or something.
It's still hard in the middle.
I was like al dente. I was like, that's like pasta noodles, but then
like chewy pasta.
I was corrected.
Ooh.
Man, I
thought there was more to that correction.
I thought that avant-garde was going to really carry us for the next 30 minutes, but
how did you? Oh no, yeah. How did you learn about it? Who told you? Who squealed?
Did you listen to avant-garde jazz?
Yeah, get it avant-garde. Play the intro.
Yeah.
Don't play the intro.
Yeah, don't play the intro for avant-garde. So yeah, we would have sex with Daniel Craig, right, guys? Like I know
who told you? Daniel Craig told you about avant-garde? Is that why you want to manipulate him sexually, or who told you? How did you learn avant-garde and why?
I learned avant-garde because I was going down a Wikipedia rabbit hole, and then the term came up, and then I learned that. But we were watching James Bond last night, and I was like, a very handsome-looking fella, I might say. But I didn't know how the fellas felt about him, so I didn't want to fully commit to Sex Town just yet. But he's still a cutie patootie, 100%. So I just you guys felt.
Well, normally he's too tall for me.
Show topic when we have the homework to present. Maybe not the most fuckable James Bond. Daniel Craig versus Pierce Brosnan versus Sean Connery.
Roger Moore is oof.
Yeah, Roger Moore gives me that vibe like he buys women. So.
In their respective primes, even because they're all like dead to 80 now, other than Daniel Craig. But I don't know what Pierce Brosnan's doing at this point. Fun topic. I don't know. Fuck it.
I hate a channel for Timothy Dalton.
Well, next week, I think we're going to do one that's going to be great. It's poverty tips. I think it's going to be really
cool. Okay,
we should do that one. That's going to be a really solid little piece of information. So
yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Are you trying to wrap up right now? We still got a couple.
No, I'm warning the fans to stay tuned, so they have to wait an extra.
I would also caution against putting out next show definitively during show, because fuck me, man, we start up one and a hot dog premise comes up and it's done.
This show it's legit stream of consciousness bananas. So it's really hard when I was trying to describe what happens in an episode in the YouTube description, because that's like a novel in and of itself of so many different topics that we discuss.
It feels like we get a lot done, but then when we look back on it, we're like, are we putting too much pressure on ourselves to get things done? Like, isn't that?
I would say we're putting no pressure on ourselves to get anything done.
No, Jason's right. I think we really need to give ourselves a break. So we're going to take a 4-week sabbatical, fellas. We got to really refresh until that Patreon money starts coming in. Because you know what they say? You make 2 episodes, that's when everything starts rolling in.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take like 4 years.
Yeah, I can smell the pussy from here.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, he told me very specifically how to run a Patreon. He goes, as the owner of a Amazon. What if Amazon had a Patreon?
Man, shout out to Amazon for becoming the world-ending titan that it is. When its origins was you can order books.
Yeah.
That's
I sent
so
the check
weird.
to Amazon in the 90s for a Dilbert book.
Yeah.
Like,
And here they are.
That's crazy.
They exist because people were willing to pay shipping and handling for books when bookstores already existed.
Yeah, but
and we have this.
Yeah, but
and there was still Borders, and Barnes
Right.
and Noble was amazing and wasn't just like full of soccer moms and there was 12 books that you choose from.
For sure.
So
They're all
Amazon
the-
really did make something out of nothing because that is retarded.
They were like, if people are this lazy to buy books, I wonder, I don't know, what, chapstick? Yeah.
Right. And
ashtrays, I don't know, a muffler. Okay.
And I'm not throwing
and then they just kept
shade, but
adding
readers-
items and
Yeah.
then like
yeah, because readers are
Customers who bought this item
historically
also bought a crack pipe.
readers are historically a minority of people. So they were like, all right, how do we get sales up? And some guy's like, sell something other than just books and nothing else. And he's like, ooh, everything.
Yeah. Ooh.
What about all other non-book objects also?
What was the second thing?
Now I like diversity.
Listen, okay, but here's what's shitty. Like though, like you get suckered in. I bought earwax, like a kit, like an earwax kit, because I have really bad tinnitus, and I'm trying to self-diagnose and not go to the doctor and get sick with COVID.
Mhm.
But it sucks. It's like literally it's like a spear with like a little rubber nipple on it. I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah, no,
This is stupid. I don't have earwax that bad, basically, is what I'm saying. It was useless to me.
What do you think the second thing Amazon sold was? Like they went from books and they're like, all right, guys, what's the next thing? Someone's like, Hot Pocket?
Flashlights.
Like, yeah. That's a good question. What's the most embarrassing thing you ever bought on Amazon?
Oof, I can go to my history right now, like legit, like.
I think I bought a book on Nietzsche because I thought I was going to read one summer, and so that's probably going to be like my most embarrassing thing I've ever bought. Was me thinking I would actually learn something.
Yeah, let's all crack open our history and see what.
Yeah. What's the most recent embarrassing?
Man, I really don't.
Orville Redenbacher's butter popcorn, 3.29 ounce classic bag, pack of 36.
That's not bad though.
Just the volume of that is ridiculous.
I have a few of those though. That's good for lunches, getting those wholesale cartons like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought. I technically bought this twice, but I bought a pack of 48 Reese's eggs last year.
Wow.
Like it was
a good idea.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, and I put them in the freezer, and like I had Reese's eggs for like just months. But I got it the first time, and then my neighbor stole it. Like they stole the package that it came in. So I was very upset because it also had an iron in it. So like people were just like, "What the fuck is he doing?" That asshole has like untucked shirts in, you know. Call Amazon. I was like, "Hey, can you guys like resend me the thing?" And they were like, "Oh, do you want to ask your neighbors if they like might have like asked or if it was like delivered to the wrong address?" And I was like, "No, because that's like your job is to make sure it comes to my place, not my job to see if you fucked up." And so they were like,
"Yeah, way to stick it to them, Amazon."
Yeah, I really showed Amazon who's boss, and yeah.
Yeah, like who yells at Amazon like you're gonna lose a customer, and they're like, yeah, like 5 were born during this interaction, so like it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, like,
hello, Amazon. Can I talk to Jeff? I'm mad.
Put him on the phone now.
That is one thing I would like. I'm never going to erase my carbon footprint. And I never want to be one of those people who does that, who's like, I'm going to just make sure my carbon footprint never leaves anything. But it's like, I do want to become a person who doesn't have to use Amazon all the time. Or just
I want to leave a carbon
for sure.
I don't
just put like, both cheeks in the carbon.
I will still throw my cigarette butts lit out the window while I'm driving. But if I don't buy my toothpaste from Amazon, I think I'm like kind of balancing it out. All right.
You're like saving the earth. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm saving the earth,
I'll flick my cigarettes on oncoming traffic or bicyclist and all of that all the time. And then
bicyclist.
And then I just make sure I shut the water off when I brush my teeth, you know.
Yeah.
That's just my little bit of giving back, you know.
Yeah. No, you're like the good.
You know, if it's wet, let it set. If it's brown, flush it down. You know, that's a motto. That's like inscribed. That's actually like our family crest.
Yeah.
Above our fireplace.
That's birds crossed like swords.
But here's the thing, though, and I don't want to ruin your family history, but if it's wet, let it set. Diarrhea also can be very wet. So that's the issue.
Depends on the opacity. It's the opacity level. Yeah.
Like the way I've always heard it, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Yeah. If it's hot black voodoo fudge, it's got to go. Bye bye.
Yeah.
But if it's a it's a little opaque, maybe some like you ever got duped out of comic books like the sea monkeys? Like if it looks like sea monkeys, then you're fine. You're like, let it.
Depends on how much toilet paper's involved determine the flush. Like,
and not that I'm trying to save water, but I really want to see this civilization thrive before I destroy it.
I
I just want to see us live long enough to see an alternative to toilet paper.
I was talking
how
about
many
my
trees
poo
have to
monsters
die
that were
for me to wipe my ass?
I was talking about my poo monsters evolving because I let it set, and then like a whole civilization is born.
right,
And then
your toilet's a biome.
and then I get the luxury of destroying a whole civilization.
And that could be that could be what our universe is on some cosmic level that we don't even know. We could be on a big poop, on a big toilet, and not even. We could be someone's sea monkey turd.
We could be someone's biodome. We could
Sea
all
monkey turd. Play the music.
Yeah.
Play the intro. Right. I thought we could talk about any new shows or anything you discovered this week. I saw one called Connected on Netflix, and the first episode is about poop, and it's a scientific thing about how like measuring poop in like the Thames River, right? All the sewage runoff, they can determine what drugs go on and off the charts in the city, like because of all the run, like they know how depressed the city is, and like all this shit, like it's all we're all connected by poop
And all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's a pretty sweet documentary. I'm really getting into like the pop documentaries lately.
Yeah. Because we've run out of shit to watch on Netflix.
Yeah, man, I'm running dry.
We've reached the end. Hey guys, remember how cute Tiger? What was it?
Tiger King.
Yeah,
Fucking So Exotic.
Yeah, that came and went within the lifespan of this podcast.
Yeah. It did. It literally did.
Like
I have this really strong feeling though
when that got big, and it's gone in the same time that we're doing it.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about it. It was the earlier phase before we had the OBS set up, so it's probably just in your scrap material. But we talked about it because Brandon asked what it was, and we had to describe it.
Yeah, it was like week 1 or 2 when we first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I did see that Carol Baskin's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. That's going to be incredible.
Right. It's already reached its full, like, remember that kind of person's name? Now they're kind of famous. You recognize the name, but not really why,
Let's see.
Yeah, they reach Valhalla with memes where they become celebrity for being a meme. Like,
I can't wait till fucking Bagel Boss is on fucking The Masked Singer next. This is gonna be so fucking like, who's the red pickle? It's just this fucking 4'3" Italian fat guy.
I forgot about The Masked Singer.
That's such a
oh god, that's yeah.
It's not a terrible show. It's just
not good either.
Yeah. If they could like speed it up a little bit, I don't know.
They got to really get into mass. They got to branch out who the Masked Singer can be. Where it's like it's the Zodiac Killer. Like just let's really diversify our.
It's Ed Gein.
Yeah, just anything. Just be like it's da-da-da-da. No, it was Ted Cruz the whole time. Who even knows? It could be literally anyone.
But the thing about the Masked Singer is like you'd expect like. And who's the Masked Singer? Justin Timberlake. Like you'd expect these huge people, like these great performers, but it's like, who's this? Terry Bradshaw's geriatric ass, and you're like, he doesn't sing.
Why is he dressed as a rhinoceros?
Right. Yeah. What is this?
What is this? Yeah.
What is this for? What are we doing here? Can we just stop for a second and go, huh?
The worst part of the show is the panel that has to pretend they're into it the whole time and has all these fed prompts and reactions that are all so fucking fake and cringy. Like they're the worst part. And they're the most important part. So
yeah.
Ken Jeong has like so much energy to devote to just like pandering to that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean that bank account has got to look fucking real nice.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean it's primetime TV.
He's a doctor and he gets to be famous. Fuck. That's like the double whammy, dude. You get to be fucking you're a doctor. You have a license. You have a license to pronounce someone dead, and you're famous. That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
so-
that totally makes up for him having a micro penis
yeah.
that everyone has seen.
I have not seen his micro penis. I was unaware.
That's
It's a running joke in the Hangover movies
yeah.
to surprise the viewer into seeing Ken Jeong.
Another comedy small genre that happened was The Hangover.
Yeah.
Dudes were way
Honestly,
into The Hangover.
Honestly, I think if it was just the first movie, it would be considered a classic. But because they had the two other cash grabs after it, that kind of ruined it.
Right, and then the dude threw a fit when he made the Joker and decided to make. He decided to write himself into the Joker, going, "People don't think offensive things are funny, and that makes it hard to make movies. It's not that my movies are bad." And like that was the premise of Joker.
Here's what I'll say about the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix, brilliant as always. But the movie overall, meh.
Yeah.
All right. Did that happen? Did it not happen? It gives a shit.
Who cares?
It's one of those movies that I left. The movie ended, and I didn't really remember a lot of it.
Yeah, it's all Joaquin Phoenix.
I remember his performance. His performance is fucking brilliant.
Oh,
The way
yeah,
he's
yeah.
laugh crying, like you could, like he's in pain that he's laughing, and like how he could pull that off is like he's so like captivating. Like you're like, oh, you just want to absorb his performance. But then the movie is just the message and all of it. I'm like, okay.
Then you're like, I also saw Taxi Driver. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's infinitely better. Okay. Yeah.
Well, fellas, I got to get off here. I got to try to go be fit, active.
Coming?
Am I coming? No.
I'm coming when I lift weights. It's like I'm coming with a woman.
Like I'm coming with a woman.
No, I'm going to be lifting and having a more fit guy tell me I'm ugly. And it's like, oh, that's why I'm giving you my money to motivate.
Isn't this part of it? Isn't this what we've been doing this whole time to you?
Yeah, I know you guys bully me, but I'm not.
I think it's the opposite of that. Also, we're going to have to fucking scrub all of this footage because we did not have the express written consent of the NFL for that hat that's been in frame the whole time.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to do a blur. I'm going to have to do a cop's blur. Protect the innocent.
Next time, just put a little piece of black tape over it.
Yeah.
Like it's a webcam on a laptop or whatever.
Also, nudes. We haven't. I gotta get Devo's approval.
Yeah.
That's fucking 6 months in court already.
All right. Well, thanks for watching the last episode of Fairweather Friends. Play the outro.